Hello, I'm Doug Couchman of dougcouchman.com. Welcome to my website, my page, my channel. I'm a tutor focusing on standardized tests. So for high school students, that's the SAT and ACT, as well as some of the science advanced placement exams. For college students and other adults, it's the big four graduate admission exams, the LSAT for admission to law school, the MCAT for admission to medical school, GMAT for business school, and the GRE for a variety of graduate programs. I started tutoring in 2002. Since then, I've worked for a couple of the largest test prep companies. I've worked for a smaller company. I'm now independent. And the reason I've gone independent is to provide individualized attention to my students. I've taught big classes and tutored with the big companies, but now on my own what I can do is craft customized strategies. I can use the right strategy. I can start when a student needs and end when he or she needs, provide as much or as little as help as possible. As I said, I've been doing this since 2002. I've had a couple other jobs in that time, but I keep coming back to tutoring. And I think the reason I do is that it's so satisfying to help somebody achieve his or her goal. It's so exciting when I get the call saying, "Oh my gosh, Doug, I got into this school I really wanted to get into." It's terrific, and that moment really makes it all worth it. I live in Berkeley in the San Francisco area, and I tutor all over the Bay Area. I also tutor not just that way, but this way on the computer, using Skype or FaceTime or what have you, doing it remotely. And this works remarkably well, actually. I've done that a number of times. My record so far is a client who is 9 time zones away from me. And so if you're actually farther away from that, then get in touch and maybe we can work something out. I realize there are a lot of tutors out there, a lot of different options, including those big companies that I talked about. I think the reason that somebody might be right for me and I right for them is, first of all, that experience. I've had over 1,000 students. I've had over 100 individual tutoring clients. And over that time, I have worked out ways that are really not traditional, but they can work. They can work for some person, not work for another person, really individualize it. Another thing that you get with me is I take these tests too. I've taken every test I teach, and I don't mean I've taken a practice test online. I mean, I go in and take the official test, every one of them, and that's something that not everybody does. And I do it because I want to have exactly the experience that my students are going to have, so that I can report exactly the experience my students are going to have and help them overcome their fears or what have you. I also bring a lot of experiences to it that aren't directly related to tutoring. For example, this is going to sound a little strange, but I'm a certified yoga instructor, yoga and meditation, and that seems like it doesn't go with the rest of this. But when I have a student who has difficulty with test anxiety, it's remarkable how the techniques that I've learned over the years can help. Little background, education, my majors are math and economics, Berkeley Law School. I've had a variety of non-teaching jobs over the years as well, management consulting, I've done taxes, judicial clerk. A little more personally, I'm a nature nut. I've been a bird watcher since I was 11. I've done that in 50 states and every Canadian province and 6 continents. I also am an avid bridge player. Yeah, the card game, yes, it's kind of dorky. I also, and this may be important to some of you, have a son who has just entered college. So that means, parents, I understand just how not fun the application process is, because I've just been through that, so I get it. I'd like to wrap this up by saying that choosing a tutor is difficult. It's a very individual decision. I don't know, I can't say that I'm the right tutor for you or your son or daughter or roommate or whatever. But I do invite you, please, get in contact with me. Let's have a discussion about your needs and wants, about what you expect, and let's take it from there. Until then, thank you for stopping by, and good luck on your next test.